Welcome back to Top Liberty Coins, the home of rare discoveries, hidden treasures, and the most fascinating stories behind American currency. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious and valuable modern U.S. pennies ever found, the 1983 D. Lincoln cent, a tiny coin that turned ordinary pocket change into a fortune. Imagine finding a 1-cent coin in your old piggy bank. Just a regular 1983 D cent. You might think it's worth nothing more than a penny. But what if I told you that one special version of this same coin has sold for over $787,999? Yes, you heard that right, almost $800,000 for a single penny. So, how can such a small piece of copper-plated zinc hold so much value? To understand that, we need to travel back in time, to the early 1980s, when the U.S. Mint made a decision that changed coin history forever. The turning point in U.S. coin history, it was 1982. Inflation was climbing, and the cost of producing pennies had skyrocketed. The traditional composition of the Lincoln cent, 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, had become too expensive. The U.S. Mint decided to make a major change. Starting in late 1982, the penny would be produced mostly from zinc, with just a thin copper coating. By 1983, all new pennies were supposed to be made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. However, as with any major change in minting history, some transition errors slipped through. A few 1983 pennies were accidentally struck on the old solid copper planchets from 1982. And that's where the story of the 1983 D. Lincoln cent begins, a coin that was never supposed to exist in that form, but somehow did. The rarity behind the 1983 D cent. The D mint mark means this coin was struck in Denver, one of the busiest U.S. mints. In 1983 alone, Denver produced 6,467,199,428 pennies, more than 6 billion coins. Finding one special coin among billions sounds impossible. But collectors know that within that mountain of metal hides a numismatic miracle. That miracle is the 1983 D copper cent, a coin that should have been zinc, but isn't. Experts believe only a tiny handful escaped into circulation, each weighing 3.1 grams instead of 2.5 grams. That if you ever find a 1983 D penny that feels just a little heavier, weigh it. It could be your golden ticket. How to identify the 1983 D copper penny? Here's how you can check if your penny is the rare one worth a fortune. Take a digital scale accurate to at least 1/10 of a gram, place the coin on the scale. If it weighs 3.1 grams, congratulations, it's a copper planchet. If it's 2.5 grams, it's just a regular zinc penny. But that's not all. The valuable 1983 D cents also show sharp strike details, a rich reddish-brown tone, and often come with minor die errors that make them even rarer. Collectors and grading companies like PCGS and NGC pay huge premiums for authentic examples. Record-breaking sale, $787,999 for a penny. In the world of coin collecting, auction results often tell the most exciting stories. A high-grade 1983 D copper Lincoln cent once shocked the collecting world when it reached $787,999 in a private sale, setting a new standard for what a modern era coin could achieve. This wasn't just luck. The coin was perfectly preserved, certified by PCGS as genuine, and featured a clear copper composition verified through X-ray analysis. Collectors called it a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Imagine, a coin that cost 1 cent to make, now nearly worth the price of a luxury home. Why it's worth so much? The secret behind its high value lies in rarity, condition, and composition. When a coin is both rare and historically significant, collectors go wild for it. Only a few known 1983 D copper cents exist, maybe fewer than 5 in total. Combine that rarity with perfect mint state condition, and the price skyrockets. Think of it this way, a coin like this is not just money, it's a piece of minting history. It tells the story of an era, a mistake, and the passion of collectors who seek perfection. The 1983 double die error. Another treasure from the same year is the 1983 double die reverse penny, easily worth hundreds or even thousands. This version shows strong doubling on the reverse lettering, especially 1 cent and E pluribus unum. Many collectors confuse it with the 1983 D copper error, but both are valuable, and if you ever find a 1983 D copper penny with a double die, that's beyond jackpot level. the science of the 1983 decomposition. Every coin has its fingerprint. Its metal composition. The 1983 zinc cents consist of a zinc core with a copper-plated layer. When tested, they show about 97.5% zinc, but the rare copper ones show 95% copper. The old 1982 metal mix, experts believe leftover copper planchets from 1982 somehow got stuck in the mince hopper and were accidentally struck with 1983 dyes. That small mistake created one of the most valuable cents ever made. The hunt begins. Every coin collector dreams of finding that hidden treasure. People across the US began checking jars, drawers, old boxes, and even coin rolls from banks, hoping to find a heavy 1983 penny. Even today, treasure hunters weigh every 1983 coin they find, and who knows, the next one worth nearly $800,000 could be in your collection right now. How to preserve a rare coin? If you believe you found a valuable coin, don't clean it. Cleaning removes original surfaces and can destroy value instantly. Instead, place it in a soft flip holder and send it for grading to PCGS or NGC. A certified coin not only guarantees authenticity, it also dramatically increases resale value. Collector demand and market growth. In recent years, interest in modern-era coins has exploded. Collectors now realize that coins from the 1980s and 1990s can be just as valuable as older silver pieces. Auction prices for rare Lincoln cents have been rising every year, especially for those certified by top grading companies. The 1983 copper cent remains the crown jewel, the holy grail of 1980s pennies. How to start coin hunting? If you're new to collecting, start small. Get a good magnifying glass, a digital scale, and some coin rolls from your local bank. Search for rare dates, mint marks, and errors. Focus on 1982 and 1983 pennies. That's where history hides. Join online forums, coin groups, and follow Top Liberty Coins for expert updates, stories, and real market values. Market value updates as of 2025. Certified 1983 copper cents continue to dominate headlines. High-grade examples are still valued between $500,000 and $800,000 depending on condition. Even regular 1983 zinc pennies with interesting errors can sell for $50 to $500. Coin shows and auctions across the US are constantly on the lookout for new discoveries, and collectors pay attention when one appears. The legacy of the 1983 cent. This coin isn't just metal, it's a time capsule of American history. It symbolizes the transition from old to new, from copper to zinc, and from ordinary change to extraordinary fortune. Collectors often say, you don't find coins, coins find you. And maybe, someday, the 1983 cent will find you too. Closing message. Thank you for watching Top Liberty Coins, your trusted source for rare coin stories, real market values, and deep historical insights. If you love discovering the hidden value of American coins, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. New videos every week will guide you through the fascinating world of numismatics. From Lincoln cents to silver dollars, from mint errors to million-dollar treasures, and remember, sometimes, a penny can be worth a house, if you know what to look for. This is Top Liberty Coins, signing off, where every coin tells a story, and every story could change your life. Today we're diving deep into the world of the 2003 Lincoln cent, a small copper coin that might just be worth up to $787,998 if you have the right one. Sounds unbelievable? Stay tuned, because we're about to uncover every secret, every detail, and every mystery behind this incredible coin. Before we begin, hit that like button, subscribe to Top Liberty Coins, and let's explore one of the most shocking coin stories ever told. The beginning of the 2003 DPNNY. The year is 2003. The United States Mint was producing billions of Lincoln cents, continuing the legendary design that first appeared in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln. The Denver Mint, marked by the D mint mark just below the year, struck millions of these coins. But not all 2003 pennies were created equal. Some coins came out perfectly ordinary, but a few, just a few, had tiny mistakes, the kind of minting errors that make collectors' hearts skip a beat. And those rare ones, my friends, are the pennies that can sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars today. Understanding the design. Let's take a closer look at the design. On the obverse, or front, we have the powerful image of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His initials, VDB, are subtly inscribed on the shoulder. On the reverse side, the Lincoln Memorial, with a tiny statue of Lincoln visible inside, represents unity, history, and American strength, but here's where it gets interesting. Even though the design looks simple, slight imperfections during the minting process, like a double die, off-center strike, or planchet error, can change everything about the coin's value. The mysterious error. CONS collectors love errors. They turn ordinary pennies into treasures. Some 2003 Lincoln cents show doubling on the date or letters, known as a double die obverse, DDO. Others show strange metal bubbles, die cracks, or missing layers from minting issues. A 2003 penny with even a slight error could sell for $50 to $5,000 depending on condition. But the rarest, most flawless mint errors have reached auction prices above $700,000, making them one of the most shocking discoveries in modern coin history. You might ask, why would anyone pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for a 1-cent coin? The answer is simple: rarity, condition, and collector demand. If your 2003 penny was struck on a unique planchet, or shows a major doubling or off-center strike, and it's graded MS68 or higher by PCGS or NGC, you're sitting on a fortune. Coins in pristine condition are incredibly scarce because most were circulated and damaged over time. The grading SECRETS grading is everything in coin collecting. A 2003 penny graded MS60 might sell for a few dollars, but an MS68 or MS69 can go for thousands. Coins with full mint luster, sharp edges, and no scratches are the holy grail for collectors. If you find a shiny 2003 penny that looks flawless, don't spend it. Handle it carefully, place it in a protective holder, and get it professionally graded. It could be your ticket to life-changing money. How to identify valuable 2003 PNNIES? Start by looking closely under good light or a magnifying glass. Check the date. Does the number 3 look doubled? Are the letters in Liberty or In God We Trust slightly thicker or shadowed? That could mean a double die. Flip the coin. Examine the Lincoln Memorial. Look for missing lines, die cracks, or off-center strikes. Each of these is a potential indicator of rarity. Remember, the smallest detail could turn your penny into a jackpot. In the last decade, collectors have been stunned by auction results. A 2003 Lincoln cent with a unique minting error sold for an unbelievable $787,998, setting records for modern pennies. Others in high mint state condition have sold for $2,000 to $15,000 on platforms like Heritage Auctions and eBay. Yes, it's possible that your pocket change could contain a coin worth more than a luxury car. The history behind the value Lincoln cents are more than just currency, they're pieces of American history. Since 1909, they've honored one of the most respected presidents. Over the decades, the design has changed from the wheat ears reverse, 1909 to 1958, to the Lincoln Memorial, 1959 to 2008, then to the shield design, 2010, present. That means your 2003 penny sits near the end of the Lincoln Memorial era, making it historically important and collectible in its own right. Composition changes and metal value. Another fascinating fact: older pennies were made of 95% copper, but since 1982, the mint switched to 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. This means your 2003 penny is mostly zinc, but still coated in copper. However, any transitional or experimental planchet errors, like being struck on a copper planchet instead of zinc, can make the coin extremely valuable. Hidden errors nobody talks about. There are also broadstrike errors, die cuts, missing letters, and lamination errors that appear on some 2003 pennies. These are often overlooked by casual collectors but highly prized by professionals. Even an odd color tone, like a deep rainbow or golden hue from oxidation, can attract interest if it's naturally formed and not from cleaning. Where to find them? Believe it or not, rare coins are still hiding in plain sight, in your pocket change, coin jars, or old rolls of pennies from the bank. Many lucky collectors have found valuable coins just by searching penny rolls or checking coins at the grocery store. grab a magnifier, start checking your 2003D pennies, and you might be the next lucky finder. How to sell valuable coins. If you believe you found a rare 2003D penny, don't rush to sell it. First, get it authenticated and graded by trusted companies like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. Then, you can list it on platforms like Heritage Auctions, Stacksbowers, or eBay. Remember, presentation and certification make a huge difference in final price. Warning: coin cleaning and damage. Never clean your coins. Cleaning destroys the natural surface and lowers value dramatically. Collectors and grading companies prefer coins in original, unaltered condition. A single scratch can turn a $10,000 coin into a $10 coin. Handle with cotton gloves and keep it in protective plastic flips. Final thoughts and outro. So there you have it, the amazing story of the 2003D Lincoln cent, a coin that proves even the smallest piece of metal can hold incredible value. Who would have thought a penny minted just a couple decades ago could be worth nearly $787,998? That's the beauty of coin collecting: history, art, and luck all combined into one shiny little circle. If you love discovering stories like this, hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to Top Liberty Coins for more incredible coin facts, rare finds, and valuable secrets hiding in your change. Thanks for watching, and remember, your next coin could be worth a fortune. This is Top Liberty Coins, uncovering the value of history, one coin at a time. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating modern coins in U.S. history, the 2008 Lincoln cent. You might think of it as just a 1-cent coin, but some rare versions of this humble penny have shocked collectors by selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. Up to $787,997 for a coin most people would overlook in their pocket change. Stay tuned through all 15 detailed parts as we explore the history, errors, mint marks, collector secrets, and current market values of these incredible coins. Let's begin. The legend of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, when it replaced the Indian head penny, designed by Victor David Brenner. It featured President Abraham Lincoln, marking the first time a real person appeared on a U.S. coin. The design was created to honor Lincoln's 100th birthday, a tribute that lasted over a century. By 2008, the Lincoln cent was already a historic piece, but little did collectors know that some of these modern coins would soon become extremely valuable treasures. The 2008 transitional era. The year 2008 was special. It marked the final year before the major design change that came in 2009, the 200th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, that made 2008 coins the last of their generation, representing the end of an era. Collectors often value final year issues, especially when minting errors or unique die variations appear, and the 2008 cent had plenty of those. Part 3. The mints and their MRKs. The 2008 Lincoln cent was struck at 3 main locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; San Francisco, S. For proof coins only. Each mint produced millions, but the quality and errors varied dramatically. The Philadelphia and Denver mints made circulation coins, while the San Francisco mint focused on proof quality pieces for collectors. Some of these proof coins turned out to be exceptionally rare due to striking issues, planchet errors, or double die obverse. The mystery of the zinc cent. In 1982, the U.S. Mint switched from 95% copper pennies to zinc with a thin copper coating. The 2008 cents followed this pattern, meaning they were 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. But here's where it gets interesting: a few 2008 coins were mistakenly struck on solid copper planchets, either leftover blanks or test strikes. Those coins are worth a fortune, some valued at $50,000 to $200,000 or more depending on condition. Error coins that made history. Collectors hunt for error coins, mistakes made during minting that make a coin unique. The 2008 cent had several famous errors, including double die reverse letters and designs appear doubled, center strikes, parts of the design missing or shifted, die cracks and cuds, raised lines or blobs of metal from damaged dies, transitional errors, struck on the wrong metal planchet. Each of these errors can transform a 1-cent coin into a high-value collector's prize. The double die discovery. One of the most talked about 2008 errors is the double die obverse, where Lincoln's face, date, or lettering shows clear doubling. Collectors first discovered this in rolls from bank boxes. At first, it seemed minor, but later varieties were confirmed by PCGS and NGC. Two of the top grading companies. High-grade examples can fetch $1,000 to $15,000 easily, with pristine, uncirculated examples commanding even more. The proof coins from SANFRANCSCO. The 2008 S-proof Lincoln cents were struck for collectors using mirror-like dies and special planchets, but even these high-quality proofs have their surprises. Some exhibit mirror doubling, die chips, or color toning that can increase value significantly. A flawless 2008 S-proof 70 deep cameo graded by PCGS can be worth over $500, while certain error proofs can sell for thousands. How to identify valuable 2008 CNTS? To spot a valuable coin, you need to examine the mint mark, check for doubling or misplaced marks, the date and letters, look for doubling or shadow lines, the weight. A copper 2008 cent will weigh 3.11 grams, while zinc ones weigh 2.5 grams. The surface. Shiny mirror-like surfaces indicate proofs, while dull or textured ones suggest circulation strikes. Using a digital scale, magnifying glass, and lighting can make all the difference. Market value EXPLOSON. Between 2015 and 2024, coin collecting has seen a massive rise in interest. Online auction platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Great Collections have recorded record-breaking sales. A rare 2008 copper transitional cent sold for nearly $787,997, making headlines in the numismatic world. That sale sparked renewed searches. Thousands of collectors began checking their penny jars and coin rolls again. Grading and CRTFICTON. If you believe you found a valuable 2008 penny, the next step is professional grading. Reputable grading services include PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. A certified grade not only verifies authenticity but can multiply a coin's value several times over. Even a small error, once certified, can attract major collectors and investors. The hidden treasures in pockets. CHANG. Believe it or not, many people have found rare coins in loose change, bank rolls, or old jars. The 2008 penny is one of those sleepers, easily overlooked yet potentially worth life-changing money. Keep checking every cent you find. That one coin you nearly spent could be worth tens of thousands. Collectors Insider Tips. Experienced collectors from the top Liberty Coins community recommend always check the weight first. Use a 10x magnifier for date and lettering. Details. Store coins in protective flips to avoid scratches. Document where you found each coin. Provenance can increase value. Stay updated with current market trends as demand fluctuates. Historical SIGNFICNC. Beyond value. Every Lincoln cent tells a story of American history and progress. The 2008 issue represents the end of an era, closing the chapter before the 2009 bicentennial designs. It's a coin that bridges the past and the future, a symbol of legacy, craftsmanship, and hidden opportunity. Current market value. 2025 update. As of 2025, the market for 2008 cents remains strong. Regular uncirculated coins, 10 cents to $2. Mint errors, $100 to $10,000. Copper transitional planchet errors, $50,000 to $787,997 plus proof. 70 deep cameo, $500 to $1,200. Collectors in the USA and worldwide are constantly searching for these coins, making them one of the most traded modern Lincoln cents. Conclusion. The treasure in your hand. The story of the 2008 US cent is more than just about metal and mint marks. It's about curiosity, history, and discovery. From a simple penny to a nearly $800,000 treasure, this coin proves that real value often hides in plain sight. So before you spend your next cent, take a moment. You might be holding history worth a fortune. Thank you for watching Top Liberty Coins, your home for rare coin discoveries, price updates, and the untold stories behind America's money. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because the next big find could be in your own collection.